Hello and welcome to your final module of infant and toddler programs. So even though there are technically 2 weeks left in the semester, I have kind of set those weeks aside, and we're going to use both of those weeks for our final module. So up to this point, you have looked at just about every aspect of infant and toddler development, classrooms, curriculum. And so we're going to finish up the course looking at the relationships. And so we've talked about this off and on throughout the semester, but really wanting to focus on how important those relationships are in infant and toddler development. So last week I gave you access to your final exam, and so that really is the last big assignment that you have. And so all that you have left for Module 10 is a discussion board question. So if you take a quick look at Module 10, you will see that we're looking at the adult relationships in infant toddler care. So we are looking at Chapter 14 in your textbook. And then we are also looking at a little bit of the IFSP process, which we have touched on before, and relationship-based care practices. So you've got 2 additional resources plus a video to watch. So when you look at your discussion board question for your final module, you're going to see that it's going to focus on those adult relationships. And so you've got 3 questions that I want you to answer, and I want you to go back to those 10 principles of caregiving by Magna Gerber that we looked at in Module 1. And now that you're at the end of the course, hopefully you feel a little bit more comfortable with what those principles are saying and how they can be applied. And so I just want you to reflect on those and talk about the ones that are most important to you and why. So again, this really is kind of a culmination of everything that we have talked about. But as I've said from the beginning, it doesn't matter how old children are, they're not going to learn and develop unless they trust us and they feel like we care about them. And so that's really why we're saving this for our final module. So this module is fairly light. And again, all you have are your discussion board question and the final exam. So the final exam is due on the last day of our course, which is August 6th. But as I have mentioned several times, if you turn it in by August 1st, I will give you 5 extra credit points. It means that you're done with the class earlier and I'm able to keep up with the grading and make sure that grades are turned in on time. However, your discussion board question is due at the end of the week, just like with all of the other ones. So now that we've come to the end of the course, I really hope that you feel like you have gained a lot of information. This is the only class in our program that truly and strictly focuses on infants and toddlers. And so since early childhood encompasses birth to 8, it is really important that we understand how different we need to look at things when we're looking at infant and toddler care, learning, and development. And so you have looked at just about every aspect of it over the course of these 10 weeks. So I hope that you've enjoyed the course. I hope that you have found that the information and the assignments and the discussions have been really helpful and informative and practical, and hopefully something you're going to be able to apply both personally and professionally. So I have thoroughly enjoyed working with all of you. I really appreciate all of your diligence. Since the summer courses are a little bit shortened, but we still have as much information to get through. So I really have appreciated how hard you all have worked to keep up with this course. So have a great rest of the summer. If you are planning on taking fall courses, please don't forget to go ahead and register. We are at the mercy of enrollment, so if classes don't have enough enrollment, then they will cancel them. And so I just encourage you to register as soon as possible. Don't forget the scholarships that I had sent out a couple of weeks ago. That really can help you take care of 4 classes a semester. So Again, thank you for all of your hard work. I have enjoyed working with you. Don't ever hesitate to reach out and contact me if you have any questions, not just about this course, but anything relating to early childhood, especially at TCC. So have a great rest of the summer.